We come to you from the birthplace of the Negro Leagues, Kansas City, Missouri, where tonight the Indianapolis Clowns kick off their first ever headlining series in a big league park as they host the Savannah Bananas right here in Kauffman Stadium.
So here tonight, Kansas City, we've got a very special guest to help us start the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the president of the Negro League National Baseball Museum and Kansas City's very own Bob Kendrick.
What's up, Kansas City? On behalf of all of us at the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum, I want to welcome you to Banana Ball and the return to Kansas City of the Indianapolis Clowns. Now, on the count of three, I'm going to need your help with play ball. Y'all ready? No, are you ready? All right, let's count it off. 1, 2, 3, play ball!
And on a hop, Bobby Leday, behind the back transfer, 360 over to the 6'5" Correll Prime, who uses every inch of that frame for out number one.
That's been a sore point for the Clowns this year, kind of getting adjusted to banana ball. It's the trick plays. That's your trick play leader for the Clowns right there, Bobby Leday, no problem.
As it's a 2-0 count, pair of Sunshine State kids dueling it out here in the city of Fountains, and that one tomahawked deep out to left. Dan Oberst to the seats. Just like that, the Nanners are running the first. 5th long ball of the year for Danny Barrels.
And now home runs in back-to-back games for the Savannah Bananas. And talking with Dan right before this game got underway, he said that home runs are not cheap in this ballpark. It takes a lot of muscle to get them out beyond the walls here in Kauffman Stadium. Nonetheless, a home run for Danny Barrels, and he has just lit up left-handed pitching this season. Now 11 for 21 when facing Southpaws in 2026.
Peter right down the chute to even up the count to Robert Anthony Cruz. Pop down to the 3-hole here today. Tough matchup against Foster. Makes a great scoop. Goes behind the back. There's trick play number 2 for the Clowns. Nice bounce back after the dinger.
Sure is. I mean, that is a tough one to come back from. When the ball leaves the yard like that, Dan Oberst is really red hot over the last 2 weeks. And how about the presence of mind, too? The calmness from Daniel Foster. Make a trick play out of it.
Another chance for Leday. He bobbles it but recovers. Right back between the legs. Prime behind the back. 4 trick plays in the frame for Indianapolis.
Did I say something about the trick plays, fellas? That's just an announcer jinx. How about 4 in the first frame?
Yeah, and the Bananas might have thought that they had an equalizer point that was going to come on the board in this series against the Clowns, but they are putting the pressure on early, making sure that they'll be able to deny it tonight here in the K.
Great to see the Indianapolis Clowns primetime coach, MLB legend Ryan Howard, coaching first base.
A little break.
Could be a little this, little that, as we got a shattered bat, but a flared knock. Bat dies a hero. We're going to have to pass this down to Nick Wilson. I think he's going to have some words of remembrance for our fallen hero.
We've gathered here today to celebrate the short life of Mr. Louisville Slugger.
Still an hour 51 and change to play in this ball game. Jackie Bradley Jr. Towering fly ball straightaway center. Meadows backpedaling and tipping it to himself for the first trick play of the ball game for the Nanners. Team high 509 on base percentage as well. Trying to knot this inning up. Swings and misses. Gets a fastball top of the zone, cannot connect. Nisnik strands the inning tying run in scoring position. The Bananas jump out 1-0 through 1 inning of action. Gosh, it is such an honor getting to hear Bob Kendrick talk. Behind the back, Correll Prime. takes it to first himself. Just in case this is anybody's first broadcast, this is Bill's 9th year as a Savannah Banana. And he's got himself a deep drive out to left. Dancero watches it fly out of here. One-way trip to the bullpen. Leroy, his 4th long ball of the season.
It's contagious right now for the Savannah Bananas. Oberst, home runs in back-to-back contests. The same can now be said for Bill Leroy. Had the first home run for the Bananas last Saturday in Neyland Stadium, and now collects another solo shot for the boys in yellow here in the top of the 2nd inning.
And now MJG only hitting .254. But a .471 on base percentage, 2nd best on the squad. Eli Payton, tip drill, will put it away himself. And not on the ground, but another trick play for the Clowns, up to 6 already.
Could not get.
Nico Holsizer deep to left. 3-1, 3-run rather, walk-off homer. We're tied at 1.
Nico Holsizer, stay hot. 3-run walk-off with all the pizzazz.
Got pinch run for, so he could make sure that he was a part of the Dan Oberst specialty walk-up. Slow tapper, Foster's got it between the legs. He will take the sure out at first and let Meadows advance over to 3rd.
Only been successful at holding inning lead 64% of the time. That is the 2nd lowest mark.
Little squibber, Niznik gets tripped up by Leroy and still gets enough mustard on it to one-hop it to Ziegler just in time to take care of the speedy JBJ.
Niznik has put the body on the line today, Josh.
Yeah, he and Bill just took a collective bow as if that was completely planned. My goodness, Noah Niznik, just enough mustard on that banana ball, and you saw him instantly all smiles with Bill Leroy. They know they dodged a bullet right there.
Payoff pitch with the frame on the line. Leday takes off. Lytle down the first base line. Fair as it ricochets off Ziggy. Lytle is going to hustle towards 2nd as Leday scores. And the Clowns rally from down 2 to walk off the 3rd and take their first lead in points tonight. A lot of action through 3 frames. 2-2 here to Super Reese. And the Bananas cleanup hitter bounces it to Payton. He will whip it between the legs. Shows off that excellent arm, just barely getting Alexi's. Clowns already up to 8 trick plays. Hope he's got a lot of patience. Jam shot. Ryan Cox taking control of the situation. He will tip. And KJ behind the back, double trick play. Exactly what the Nanners defense needed to open up this bottom of the 4th. 1-1 count on the Nanners shortstop. Bottom 3 in their order as Coxey turns on this. Deep drive out to right. And Joe Gray Jr. twisting behind the back catch, you bet, for Cowboy Joe.
Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. The infielders, the outfielders, everyone's getting in on the fun for the Clowns.
It's great to see Joe Gray put another in that column.
JBJ, your turn. What do you got? Tip drill, big one. And into the Cowboy hat, double trick play. How about the Clowns? Already up to 11 trick plays. And so cool to see those 2 guys team up. Joe Gray Jr. ended his affiliated career, Double-A, Northwest Arkansas in the Royals organization a couple years ago. The year before that, JBJ ended his big league career here with the Kansas City Royals. They might not get an opportunity. Eli Payton has room to play with. He's going to tip it and catch it right ahead of that camera well. And Peanuts doing a funky dance on the mound. He gets his guy. Only takes 3 pitches to take care of Jackson Olsen.
The junk from the trunk comes up big again.
Please welcome Fisher Polydora.
And the banana ball chaos continues. Looks like we're going to get old Knuckles with a big-time plate appearance here. Fisher Polydora, the banana ball rookie. Flash off for first. Polydorov, he's got himself an extra base hit. One hop up against the wall. Mitchell will stop at third. And how about Fisher? A two-bagger. And advances the inning-winning run to third. He dedicates his first career extra base hit to Elvis. That's pretty darn cool. Joe Gray Jr. with a cloud scraper. Rack is making the call. Flash is going to deke towards home and then slam the brakes. Throw back to third in time. Ziegler heads up play. And Eric Fox is going to challenge. Flash requested it. His head coach immediately said, yeah, we're going to challenge that. You can't see it, but it looks like Flash got back ahead of the tag.
He's probably in there.
I think he's probably in there. But you need clear evidence to show you that.
You can't assume.
Correct.
You know what that does to us.
The ruling on the field stands call.
Yep, did not have the angle. And was able to strand Derek Klena's man. Now KJ making the call. He will tip towards Cox, who's going to knee juggle to the bare hand. Double trick play. Second time KJ and Cox have teamed up for one already here tonight. As he sprays this one to third. Good job by KJ, sticking with a tough hop. Ziggy the scoop on the other end. Kyle Jackson the trick play. And Levesque authors a 1-2-3 inning, inducing 3 trick plays.
Yeah, much needed 3 trick play frame for the Bananas. Still trying to chase that equalizer point, but it's going to take a lot more in this ballgame if they want to earn it. Nonetheless, Bananas, goal right now, keep posting those zeros.
How can you not be romantic about banana ball?
Leroy shoots this the other way past the dive of Wolf, and it'll get past Gray as well. Uh-oh. Bill's rounding second. He's getting a windmill from Tyler Gillum. Relay from Prime. Not in time. Bill Leroy, Little League inside the Parker.
Well, that is unbelievable from Bill Leroy. Started to slow down at the very end, but you see the replay about as close as it gets here. Clowns have already elected to use their challenge. The question is, I don't think the fans elected to either. So that call going to stand in favor of the Savannah Bananas, no challenge. And Bill Leroy, all the hustle he could, he put into that one to score for the Bananas. Their first run since the 3rd inning of play tonight. In the month of May, he's been working counts so gosh darn well for the Savannah Bananas. It's almost like you've got 2 Ryan Coxes in that lineup.
Beautiful barehanded catch in foul territory. One-handed snag by that man. Takes care of Cox.
And now the boos are pouring into Kauffman Stadium. This might be a Clowns headline show, but there are still a lot of folks rooting for the guys in yellow tonight.
But Stilts is now burned for the game as Wolf, tough hop, sticks with it, whips it between the legs. In time to nab Olsen at first.
3-to-1 ratio this season, and his .231 opponent's batting average, the best mark on the Bananas, as his first pitch is skied in foul territory, and Alex Ziegler leaps and snags that banana ball behind his back.
And a cute little hop for Ziggy here in his 5th World Tour to go with the behind-the-back snag in the 5th. And he demolishes this. If it's fair, it is gone. It is way gone. Chris Burgess, a behemoth blast. And the Clowns flip the script on the 7th inning. They walk it off. They're up 3-1.
Chris Burgess, show me something in the show me state. They come back again. These bats cannot be silenced.
This one lofted, center field, Joe Gray Jr. tracks it down. The Indianapolis Clowns take down the Savannah Bananas in their first ever headlining game in a big league park. Night 1 in Kansas City belongs to Indianapolis.
The lights are bright. The place is packed. It's the home of the Negro Leagues. Put it in the museum. That's 3 in a row for the Indianapolis Clowns, and the first one over the Nanners this year.
Welcome into Banana Ball live on the CW. It's the finale of a historic 2-game set in Kansas City, the birthplace of the Negro Leagues, and the Indianapolis Clowns, a legendary Negro Leagues team born here in Banana Ball. Reborn, that is, they're hunting their first ever sweep of the Savannah Bananas. Over 38,000 fans have converged on Kauffman Stadium to witness the spectacle live.
2, 3, play ball!
To get us underway. Couple hops to Lede at short, between the legs, plenty of time across the diamond.
Robert Anthony Cruz.
Soft contact right on cue. Correll Prime will flip it behind the back, able to juggle it and step on first just in time to take care of the hustling Rack.
What a hand for JBJ. His last major league stop, Kauffman Stadium, site of his last major league home run. Sporting the old Ted Williams 1941 average.
Swing and a miss.
Scoring position, 80 can dial up that swing and miss stuff. But Bobby Lede dribbles this one into center field, and Coach Fox will wave in Joe Gray Jr. sliding in safely. The Clowns open up the ball game, 3 batters in, and already up a point on the Nanners.
Kansas City, you know the drill. Shortstop, number 7, Bobby Lede, baby.
Second walk-off on the year. And I'll tell you what, a guy I had at the top of my infielder list going into the draft. He made it all the way to pick number 10 in the second round. And he has paid dividends for Eric Fox and company. Great to see Peanuts getting in on the walk-off celebration.
Peanuts can cut a rug.
As he evens up the count and then slows Bill Leroy down. Lede between the legs. Over to first in time. Peyton 0 for 3 last night, but what a first tour he's having. Hitting .337, as you can see right there, and he slaps this the opposite way. Flash is going to try and score a bobble from Cruz, and that will tie the inning. Eli Peyton in the clutch. Grabbed you with the first minor league pick in the Rule 5 draft. As we'll pause for a Brett Maddock behind the back trick play.
You know, to play on this field, I said, it's a mountaintop moment. You know, just a different way to get there.
Peyton sails the throw to first.
A panic button in situations that I don't think we got to do. Oh, man. Ty Jackson.
How about this cat, huh?
Oh, Lord.
What do you got on Ty Jackson, Joe?
Look, I love Ty, but Ty's Ty. That's the best thing I can say. Ty's an amazing man, you know, and he does his thing. he does his thing for sure. And everywhere we go, man, everybody's been, you know, really excited about the stuff to come about and us, you know, continuing the team and the Indianapolis Browns, man. So the energy is crazy.
That's exactly what I've seen. And you also get to be the only team in the sport that has an elephant on the roster. What's it been like playing with Peanuts?
I mean, you know, we gotta stay quiet on who he is. He didn't get me though.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's giving you an opportunity.
No, gotta get out this inning, boys. Gotta get out this inning.
No doubt, no funny business. That's good banana ball feel from you, Joe Gray Jr. Thank you so much for joining us.
You know, it's always a pleasure.
3 years in their system, 4 years of pro ball after that. Cox fielded between the legs, 360 in plenty of time.
Ziegler, but the throw taking him to the corner of that first base bag. No double trick play, but now the Bananas with an opportunity as Meadows tips to Rack.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world, you can beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You can be a master, don't wait for luck. Dedicate yourself and you go find yourself. Standing in the Hall of Fame. And the world's gonna know your name. Cause you're better with the first flame. And the world's gonna know your name. And you'll be on the walls of stars.
script?
Never heard of him. Okay, off the end of the bat, JBJ giving Olsen some action, and Jackie will catch it.
The legendary Reese Goose Tatum, one of this nation's preeminent two-sport professional stars. Goose Tatum was a slick fielding first baseman, and he was a star basketball player as a member of the Harlem Globetrotters.
Where did you learn to handle a ball like that?
I just want to tell you thank you for doing what you're doing.
Oh man, my pleasure.
You know, watching that video over there, I don't know how many times I've watched it. And you know, that's kind of where I draw all my inspiration being a pitcher. You know, I got a pitch named the Goose Tatum.
Yeah.
So, you know, but he sticks it under here and kicks it. So I kind of put my own spin on it.
We kick off our fourth inning of action, and a banana ball legend wheeled out to the mound. It is the one and only former Savannah Banana, former firefighter, current real-life firefighter in Oklahoma City, Mr. Matt Wolf.
He comes in, rodeo clown kind of family, the trick pitch master. He says he's got about 20 of them in his bag. They call him the logo. He sometimes has suspender malfunctions, but he gets batters out.
Oh, backflip catch, Brian Dancero! Welcome to the Backflip Catch Club!
Are you kidding me? Brian Dancero!
Brian Dancer, whoa! Oh my goodness! For the Indianapolis Clowns, that had everybody in Kauffman Stadium taking a collective gasp. What an incredible play!
Banana ball.
Wow. Wow.
Are you not entertained?
That's why he's your designated fielder.
.360. Pop to the left side. Brian Dancero, how the heck do you top your last one? Oh, twisting behind the back. You betcha. Dancero putting on a show in left.
And all of the trick plays have been pretty high level of difficulty for Brian Dancero. His third of the series, 2 of them behind the back grabs.
Brian Dancero making a name for himself out there in the field. And he's done it this season, guys. Oh, suspender malfunction.
Yep, Matt Wolf drops Trow. Misses the zone. 1-0 count on Ryan Cox.
Dancero's had a couple web gems out there that weren't even trick plays. They were just gorgeous ball plays. And he's doing it all right now.
He's a favorite of teammate Correll Prime. He sings Brian Dancero's praises as this one's hit over to the left side. Lede will field and fire across the diamond in time to gun down Ryan Cox. 3 trick plays in the frame for the Indianapolis Clowns, and Wolfie with a 2-minute and 27-second inning. Clowns will see if they can get the lead.
As Francis pounds this one into the dirt. KJ between the legs for one. Ziegler behind the back at first. Nanners go around the horn. A double trick play, double play.
And that is a 1-minute and 15-second inning for Austin Drury, the rookie. The fastest of his young career, coming on just 4 pitches.
It was a good-looking pitch. Andrew Gerard thought it was a bit low. And another opportunity for the fans. Still only 1. Foul out to a make it 2. Right on cue. D.R. Meadows, a victim of the full capacity crowd here in KC.
And they're showing up for the Clowns, playing as the home team this weekend. Both fan-caught foul balls caught in favor of Indianapolis.
Pick in the WPBL, number 29, Monet Davis.
You want to talk about star power on this Indianapolis Clowns team? Doesn't get much bigger than Monet Davis, the only little leaguer ever to grace the cover of Sports Illustrated. She gets her Kauffman Stadium debut.
Hurt tomorrow.
Rub some dirt on it.
KJ, a little squibber. Peyton, no chance on the bare hand. Sokolov trying to score. Lede fires home offline. And now Cruz was looking to come home all the way from first. The throw from Burgess gets past Davis. Payne's throw back to Monet in time. Absolute pandemonium. The Nanners come away with 1 run after that madness.
What a wild sequence of events. But Eli Payton, despite having a costly throw that brought Sokolov in, able to get the ball a second time and deliver one perfectly to Monet Davis, applying the tag on Robert Anthony Cruz.
Fisher Polidoro.
Speaking of a guy who's raising his batting average, Fisher Polidorov with his second hit of the season last night roped a double. Thinks the Minions movie is the Rebel Without a Cause of the next generation.
Hey, Polidorov! Second knock of the weekend. He's 2 for 2 in KC.
You cannot cool down Fisher Polidorov.
Yeah, was just off on contact. Now this one over to Jackson Olsen, fielding and flipping through the legs. Ziegler behind the back, jumping snag, double trick play, ends the 5th inning for the Nanners, and they grab the lead for the first time this afternoon.
Hey, Patrick Mahomes. That's the 3-time Super Bowl champion quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs.
I want to change my dream guest for the YouTube chat.
Fly ball out to right. Holsizer will haul it in, but Oberst is going to score easily as Super Reese does the job. Sacrifice fly. And the Bananas a run on the board for a second straight frame.
And that is,
as you did. This one's skied from Kirkland. Cox. Tip. And he'll have to haul it in himself.
The story behind that they have pre-show. So, y'all seen the play?
What do we got, Super Reese? Tip to DR, tip again. Oh, into the cap on the head of our man on the mic.
That's a new one, fellas.
That's ridiculous.
now how many times have you guys practiced something like that, DR?
We practiced it a few times, and it's got, surprisingly has a weird success rate.
Now coming to hit the world's tallest hitter, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
What a time to call on the tallest athlete in the known universe. Dakota Albritton, a living legend here in his 6th Banana Ball World Tour. And starting to heat up. Had his first hit in Yankee Stadium. Right back up the chute. Stilts has done it again. JBJ's throw to first. It pulls Prime off the bag. Dakota Stilts Albritton, another knock. And this one comes with a stake to go as well.
They have all come in big league parks. And that throw from JBJ went into the dugout, so Stilts getting an extra 90 feet as well in scoring position.
His first run driven in of his 6th year as a Savannah Banana. Squibber to Leday. He'll go between the legs. 8th trick play of the ball game for the Clowns. They're still 3 behind the Bananas.
27th against the Bananas. He won an inning in a 3rd scoreless, so maybe he just likes the yellow guys.
Holsizer, tip drill. You bet. In the Women's Professional Baseball League draft. And Bobby Leday swinging at the first pitch. That's going to be muscled deep out to right center. Leday is thinking about 2 now, thinking for 3. Relay from Olsen is late. And an extra base hit. 3rd knock of the afternoon for Leday. Official scoring on that one, Josh. Single his last trip. Smokes this out to center. And a tip drill from Meadows as he deemed it impossible to get the speedy Leday at the dish. He was right. Business decision from the doctor.
The Bananas now up 2 trick plays on the Indianapolis Clowns, although this game is just a little bit tighter.
Wilson, Robinson, and Gilmore with the perfect choreography on the trampolines, nailing the switch. Oh, yeah! Oh. Are you not entertained?
The Clowns have won the inning!
And his 2.45 ERA this season, 4th in the Banana Ball Championship League.
Joe Gray Jr. backpedaling, tip drill. Holsizer racing over, fell and holds on in the hat. You can't make it up. What a double trick play. We're even at 11 each.
He was streaking to get to right center field to be able to try and team up for a double trick play and deny that equal point.
He shut the door in the last 2 innings last Sunday for a series win, trying to do the same.
Yeah, he authors a perfect top of the 8th inning with 3 trick plays as Prime grabs that one between the legs. And what a groove. Harris, Olsen, Cox, and Meadows in step, and then it's a gnarly kick change.
This ballgame going into the final frame. This one chopped to KJ. Between the legs transfers. Ziggy with the stretch to dig that one.
2-2 pitch coming. Chance for the fans to get out number 2. And they make it happen. It's only the 5th clown to foul out to the fans this year, least in the Banana Ball Championship League. But the folks in Kauffman Stadium come up clutch for the Nanners.
And that's not a routine play by any means.
Former MVP and World Series champion for the Philadelphia Phillies. Give it up for Ryan Howard.
Oh, Ryan Howard, primetime manager. 58 homers in 06. How great is this?
You got a guy with 382 career MLB home runs.
And 2 homers in 3 career games at Kauffman Stadium.
Good wood, but Alexiadis on the run will catch it. Oh, he traps it outside of the glove, and the Bananas earn the equalizer point. The Bakers dozen trick plays on the day, does it by just 1, and the Nanners lead 4-2 going to our final inning.
That ball pieced by Ryan Howard, but how about Alexiadis doing a little nod to Jake Skull and trapping the banana ball outside his glove. Bananas not only escape trouble, but earn the equalizer point today in KC.
Bill Leroy, deep out to left, Dancero to the track, look out Peanuts, leaping catch, no, he lost it, up against the wall, nearly ran into his teammate, the Elephant, and Leroy has a double to open up the 9th.
Savannah Bananas golden batter, Kyle KJ Jackson.
How about Cody Fluffman on the mic, announcing that Kyle Jackson will be the golden batter for the Bananas for the 2nd time this weekend. He had a chance as the tying run with 2 outs in the 9th last night. Swing and a miss! Nick Wilson from behind 3-0, 3 straight heaters, blows it by KJ and keeps the deficit at just 2 for Indianapolis.
Inning.
Off the end of the bat, first pitch here in the last of the 9th, Ryan Cox, tip drill, he will secure it himself.
Hitters, they know how to shorten up their swing and use the entire field. Nalade scoots this one up the middle. How about Ryan Cox showing off the range with a glove blip to Jackson Olsen? What a second out for the Savannah Bananas, and it takes the fastest man in the sport, Malachi Mitchell, the designated runner, off the bags.
We'll do it again. Lined up the middle, DR Meadows right there, tip drill, put it in the bag. The Bananas earn the series split, 4-2 winners on Sunday afternoon here in Kauffman Stadium.
A poetic ending to a win for the Savannah Bananas that was aided by earning that equalizer point. The Nanners had elite defense all afternoon long against the Indianapolis Clowns, and another strong start from Austin Drury. Their first round pick was able to get them the win this afternoon in Kauffman Stadium.
Awesome. They call on you in a big spot here to get this win, prevent the sweep. How important was it to get this win for the guys in yellow?
You know, I'm just blessed to be on the mound for these guys and play in front of all these guys here, and it's just a blessing.
Look, to focus through distraction, like what's going on right now, how important was it for you guys to, again, now he looks even better, to get it here. Kansas City brought the energy. What do you have to say for the fans here in Kansas City?
We love Kansas City. They came here last year. I wasn't a part of it. But we know you brought the energy, and it shows this weekend for sure.
You have some time here. Why don't we give a couple shout-outs to some of your guys here? Who do you think really stepped up to help to get this big win?
I just want to shout out Bill. You know, he's a dog behind the plate calling the game. You know, I can't do it without him.
All right, hey, guys, we're in Kansas City. Really important question from Banana Ball Backstage. 9-year-old Claire wants to know, what is your favorite kind of barbecue?
Kansas City.
Kansas City, give it up. This is the right place to do it. Hey, guys, that is our showman of the game. Guys, let's send it back to you.